Are your sales down? Does this cause you to lose confidence in your reselling business when things are just not moving well? We're going to talk about that. Plus, we're going to look at what solds a good number of good sales. We're going to go take a look. Join me, shall you? You know, I've been in this reselling business for a long time, off and on, and I know this, that the reselling business is going to be up and down. We've talked about it in previous videos, and I know that Kevin, for those of you that don't know who Kevin is, it is the Commonwealth Picker. I'm going to echo a lot of what he had said on a recent video that he put out, that this business has got the built-in ebbs and flows. But I know that some of you, or maybe a lot of you that are part-timers, that are looking to build your business to the point where you can go full-time. I'll be honest with you when I tell you this. I would be scared to death if you had a good paying job right now, and we are what? We are in the 19th of February, 2024. Let's date stamp this because the situations change constantly. But if you had a good paying job right now and you've been making pretty good money on your eBay business plus your daytime job or whatever it is you do for a main living, there's no way that I would go make the full-time transition right now. That is just my opinion. But if you're a part-timer, do you get discouraged when sales are slow or you have zero sales? I've seen comments of viewers that have gone 2 and 3 days, even up to a week with zero sales. Well, believe it or not, this is not uncommon in this business, particularly on the eBay platform. We're going to talk more about that and what you can do, whether you're part-time or full-time, that might help you get your sales moving. But understand that this is just part of the reselling business. In the meantime, let's look at some real good sales we had. All right, guys, welcome back to Rocky Top the Sales. We have 17 orders going out, $366.13. Not too bad. And I say this with caution because I know a lot of you might be saying, well, my sales weren't even near that. Or there may be a lot of you that it was 2 and 3 and maybe even 5 times more than that. But I know there's a lot of you that are struggling out there, myself included, and this business is up and down. But anyway, 17 orders, 366. First thing going out, I did a video on how to do bulk buys, and I even showed you how to delist items and group them together and relist them in a bulk situation. And such is the case with these video games. I had all these listed individually. I delisted them all. I put them all in a lot. These finally sold. They take up space. I need to move them out of here because you all know as well as I do, when spring gets here, yard sale season starts, a lot of times you're going to find a ton of these things. So it's time to move them out. $27 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $45.58. You know, clothes have been moving pretty well for me lately. And there's going to be a video coming out here on the Rocky Top Picker channel. I did a t-shirt bulk buy off of Facebook Marketplace. Be sure to tune in for that one. It's interesting finds in that big bulk t-shirt buy. But this is a men's Harley Davidson 2XL button-up shirt with pocket. Got that plaid design on it there. This sold for $12 plus shipping. You know I'm not the only one that get odd requests from buyers when they purchase an item from you, and this is a vintage, and I don't even know the date. If you know the approximate date on this Lifesavers little coffee mug with lid, leave it down in the comments. I'm not even sure what manufacturing date this is from. Anyway, the buyer had messaged me before they purchased this, asking if I would just sell them the lid. It's shaped like a lifesaver. That he has it for some project that he's doing, but he doesn't want the cup. If he bought it all, his wife would kill him. So I would sell him the lid essentially, and he said I can keep the cup. Well, he made an offer. I did not respond. I told him that I don't want to separate these two. It's kind of a package deal, right? So at first my response was I'm not going to separate them. And then he made an offer. I didn't respond. A few hours later, he bought it outright. Not a big purchase, $8.29 plus shipping, but the buyer note he left said, buyer's note, you can keep the cup, I only need the lid. Works out in my favor, really. I mean, why didn't he just take the cup and just throw it away? It's weird. But anyway, I know what you're thinking. I'm going to ship him the lid, and then he's going to file a INAD against me because the cup wasn't in it. But there's a buyer note record that I can keep the cup. He only needs the lid. He's covered my bases. So I'm going to ship this lid for $8.29 plus shipping, $15.24 all in for this. And I'm going to relist the cup. You know the deal. Club covers. This is a Titleist Pro Trajectory 13.5 fairway wood head cover. This is an older style, and it does have a hole right here in the upper sock, which was pictured in the description there, and there's a little tear down there as well. This still sold for $8.50 plus shipping. You gotta love the bread and butters, don't you? I love making small item sales. You know, this is a Jack Daniels JC's lapel pin, and I just sold one of these just the other day. Another one sold for $5.09 plus shipping, $11.01. The buyer's all in. Got some more clothing items. This is a ladies Harley Davidson button-up. I call this a garage shirt, and I like the colors on this, and it's got the embroidered Harley Davidson name right there on the lapel and on across the shoulders back here. Took an offer on this. I've had this since last summer. Bought this in a bulk buy deal of Harley motor clothes. Harley sells really well for me. $10 plus shipping, buyer all in, $17.03. Hats have been moving pretty well. This is Raise the Red Flags. This is from 47 MVP, still in the bag, Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl hat. And this sold for $20 plus shipping. You know, older collectibles are always a good thing to sell, and this was out of my personal collection, and it's in fairly good condition. The container is yellowed a little bit because of age. This is Diamond Dallas Page WCW action figure, 1999 Smash and Slam wrestlers. Wrestling. That's what we talk about here down south, is wrestling. $13.59 plus shipping, buyers all in. I don't know where this is going, but shipping and all is $27.02. This bag was in one of my Goodwill hauls that I did right here on the channel. If you didn't catch that, you can go back and watch it. Just hit the video playlist right here on the channel. But this is a Cancun Poco Loco Club, kind of a beach bag with a shoulder strap and then a pull string that closes at the top. Still got the tag on it. This sold for $14.41 plus shipping. All the video games, Land of the Lost. Do you remember that TV show when we were growing up, Land of the Lost? I'm 51. A lot of you watching may be younger and don't know what that show was. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, PlayStation 2, complete in box with manual. This sold $9.34 plus shipping. That's right, you guessed it. Vikings club head cover right here. Minnesota Vikings X Club, $7.64 plus shipping. Now this next one I picked up at one of the tents at Highway 127 sale, which, by the way, guys, you've probably heard me talk about it on the Reseller Locker Room podcast. You will want to make plans to come out the first weekend in August of this year, 2024, to the Highway 127 sale in Crossville, Tennessee. Now, the announcements will be coming down soon about ticket availability, and there'll be more on that on the Two Old Guys Reselling podcast channel. We got a lot of things that we're going to talk about when it comes to that Highway 127 sale that me and the guys from the locker room are doing at that sale. So be sure that when tickets drop, you get yours, and start planning ahead now, because places to stay fill up real quick. If you get any questions about that, leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer. Pick this up at a tent sale. These are actually Infinity figures, Disney figures. It's got a platform that you hook up to your computer by USB, and it's got some kind of chip that talks or something. But a lot of these figurines are in here, different characters. Anyway, pick this up. The 127 is sold for $22.06 plus shipping. PSP on the go travel carry case, nylon for a PSP. And it's just, like I said, it's just a little carry case. You put the PSP in, and it's got a little belt clip on it if you want to clip it to your belt and carry it around, for those of you that are PSP gamers. This sold $5.94 plus shipping. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, more club head covers. A set of Iowa Hawkeyes, black and yellow, embroidered with the Iowa logo. Boy, we threw it to Iowa in the Citrus Bowl, didn't we? Holy cow. If you're from Iowa, I'm sorry. But yeah, that was a heck of a game, 35-0. These two sold together $11.04 plus shipping. Who says Christmas stuff doesn't sell year-round? Let me tell you what, if you are thinking that Christmas stuff doesn't sell, and we're in February, Christmas was 2 months ago, you're wrong, it sells. This is a paintable porcelain chalk figurine thing. It's candle holder. You can see the picture right there. You can paint it, and you put 2 candles in either end. Pick this up at the Goodwill, 99 cents. This sold for $11.04 plus shipping. And finally, this is a Bubba Wallace Dr. Pepper fan vote 1/64 scale NASCAR Authentics Wave 13 car, $6.79 plus shipping. Well, to get back to the main subject that I wanted to tell you guys about, I wanted to share with you is, you know, not every day is going to be great, and I'm sure you're totally aware of that. But there's one thing that you have to remember, that even though sales are up and down, just understand this is just the way this business is. What is the outlook? Well, go watch Kevin's video. He'll tell you, and I concur with everything he says. I still think the future of reselling is bright. I think there is still tons of opportunity within this particular space. But this business, if you do not have 2 qualities, this is not going to work for you. Number 1, if you do not have patience. And number 2, if you do not have the ability to press through regardless of what's going on around you, you're not going to make it in this business. That's just how I feel about it. So I want to encourage you today that even though it may not be looking great for your business today or this week or last week, things will change. The scale will eventually tip your way, but it's important that you do the things that you know you need to be doing. You need to be consistently listing, okay? You need to be finding good items to sell. You could go on Facebook Marketplace, your thrift stores, your Goodwills, the bins. When flea markets is another one. When yard sales start up, estate sales, you have to be consistent, guys. I'm sorry. If you're not a person that has laser focus, if you're not that person, if you are not consistent in what you do, if you're not that personality, then you're constantly going to be up and down mentally, just like this. Come on, pull yourself together. It'll get better. You just have to push harder and push longer. Commit to listing more. There's lots of videos. There's even videos on my channel on how to make listing easy where you're not having to spend so much time in front of your computer or on your phone to list items. You can do this. Will everybody do it? No. Will everybody start to do it and quit? I just want to encourage you not to quit. If you still have this passion for this business, and even though it ain't going good for you right now, push through it. Quitters never win and winners never quit. That's from me to you because I love you. I appreciate all my subscribers tuning in to the Rocky Top channel. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing these videos, and that's the truth. I've got plenty of other things that I could be doing. But it's because of you that I come back to you every week. And I want you to know that I value the time you spend here with me. So with that, I just got to say, I cannot wait to see you right back here on good old Rocky Top. Here we go, baby. Shh. Boom. You know, I did a video on bulk buys, and I even showed you how to delist. Wow, I got stuff falling everywhere. Whoops, blooper.